Okay, so one of my favorite ways to prepare a lot of my vegetables is to roast them. So what I've done is I've kind of organized the roasting, because we're going to do several at one time here. And I'm going to show you how you can accomplish that. A really great thing about roasting your vegetables is you can roast a lot of them at one time, and they will last you for 3 or 4 days to eat on. You can heat them up or put them in salads, or add them with your proteins like your steak or your chicken, and they're very good. So it's a good idea to do a lot of them at one time. I'm not going to do too many together at one time tonight, but I'm going to show you here one of the vegetables that I am going to roast is going to be the beets. And I do section off my roasting pan when I'm going to do beets, because they will, if you roast them together and mix them together, they will turn everything purple. It doesn't change the taste. They're still really good, but I prefer to keep the colors apart, so that's the only advantage to making the separate foil boats for the beets. And for the beets, it's really simple. I simply just add them, and these are the love beets. They're already washed and peeled and ready to be done. So all I'm going to do is put them right in the pan. They're very easy to do. I don't even really add anything to these. You can add a little bit of olive oil if you want to. I think that they taste fabulous just roasted on their own. They have a really wonderful flavor when you roast them. So I'm going to do all the other vegetables on the other side. I like to roast my vegetables in olive oil with garlic. So you can measure out 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm pretty good at eyeballing it. It's a southern thing. We don't measure anything. And then I like these already minced garlic. You can certainly use fresh cloves and do them yourself. And we like a lot of garlic in my house. No vampires hanging around here. So we have that. And what I'm choosing to roast tonight is Brussels sprouts. And I use the Ziploc baggie because rather than just putting all of the vegetables in the pan and trying to drizzle the olive oil and not getting it all on there, you're going to get a good coating this way. So I'm going to put the Brussels sprouts in the bag. You thought I was going to drop one, didn't you? And these are baby bellas. And you can choose to chop these up if you want to. I prefer to leave them whole. They have a really great meaty taste to them. You can use other kinds of mushrooms, but I think for roasting, portobellos are my favorite. So we're going to put that over there. And we're going to zip these up. And we're going to shake. I remember being a kid, I remember when Shake and Bake came out. It was like the best thing ever. Pork chops in the Shake and Bake. Didn't have to mix anything, just put it in the bag and shook it. And then they came out with those bags that you just stuck in everything in the oven like that and you cooked it. It was awesome. So I'm making my own of that. Alright, so see how well coated that is? This is a really great idea. These Ziploc baggies are a great idea for salads too. I like to use a very little bit of dressing on my salad, and the best way to coat your salad to make sure you're getting them is to shake the dressing onto the salad. So I'll put my salad for the day in the bag, put the dressing in, shake it, and then put it back in the container, and I promise you every leaf will get the dressing on it. So that is very well coated. So all we're going to do is just pour them right into the pan. Very simple, very easy. And I like to add a little bit of pepper. And of course you can do a fresh pepper mill if you like. And just a little bit of salt, but I'm going to use the Himalayan pink salt. A lot of health benefits to this. You never want to use table salt. Morton is not the way to go. So we're just going to sprinkle that on. You don't have to do anything else to it. And then I want to roast my corn. Sometimes I boil the corn still, very lightly, but today I want to roast them. So with this, I'm just going to stick them right in the pan, and they'll just absorb all the flavor. You don't really have to, you don't want to coat them. You want to just let it sort of be. And then all you're going to do is take that pan. I have my oven preheated to 450. I'm going to scoop this down a little bit, give the rest of the food a little bit of space. And then we're going to put that right in the oven. And I roast my vegetables for about 45 minutes. So you can, like I said, it's a good idea to do these well in advance because they'll last for a lot of days. So you can have some food for a lot of days. And we're going to take a look at those as soon as they're done.